River has finally crested, but not before causing major flooding through the northern part of Durham. A live look we have right now from Sky 5, where homes and cars are still underwater at this hour. 80 people were rescued by boat. Dozens of apartments and homes had to be evacuated. Thankfully, though, no injuries have been reported. WRAL's Monica Casey joins us live right now. It has been such a difficult day there for people who live there. Monica.
Yeah, Jeff, it really has been. These townhomes back right up to the River. And if you take a look behind me, you can see there's more activity here. The Swiftwater Rescue Team is actually back in the water right now, but they say they are not rescuing anyone else right now. This is damage assessment that they are doing out here. So 80 people had to be rescued. The fire department tells me there are still some people who chose to stay in their homes here. In fact, some of these homes on one side of the street actually still have power in this area as well. So that team heading in there right now. We know the water started to recede around 7 o'clock this morning. We do have a live look from Sky 5 to show you just how extensive this damage is from both the air and the ground here. Our crews have been out here all morning since this flooding started, and we have heard terrifying stories from residents here, many who say they only realized the flooding was happening when they heard it at their doors.
We woke up and we heard the noise of water around us. We suddenly opened the window and we saw all the driveway is flooded with water. We heard the trash fall in the driveway, so that's why we figured out that there is something wrong.
That man also telling us they had to evacuate multiple children from that home. Now, this is video from the other side of these townhomes showing just how fast the is still roaring by right now at noon here. Now, as you can see out here near these townhomes, with just how far up the water is on that speed limit sign, it has a long way to go. It has receded considerably, but it's going to be a long time before all of this is totally gone. Live in Durham, Monica Casey, WRAL News.
At least 63 people are displaced after widespread flash flooding damaged homes and businesses in Chapel Hill. You can see the aftermath from the Sky 5 video over a shopping center. You can see the mud-covered parking lot and cars left stranded. At least 7 stores and restaurants had damage, with roofs caved in and doors ripped off hinges. WRAL's Destiny Patterson is live with a ground-level view of the challenge ahead for small business owners. Destiny, the damage is extensive.
That's right, Renee. And many of the businesses are closed while the owners try to assess the damage and what they're able to salvage. I want you to take a look at just the breadth of this damage out here. I mean, take a look at this dumpster. Think about how heavy a dumpster really is and the way that that floodwater was able to pull it, slamming it into this Shake Shack here. There are also several cleaning crews that are out here cleaning up this debris that's in the middle of the parking lot. And officials are urging people to avoid this area, and you can see why. Again, debris everywhere. We've also seen some fire crews on the scene, as well as police officers out here talking to these business owners. And we should be getting some updates as to when some of these businesses will be able to reopen. But like I mentioned, many of them are still closed at this time, and they're asking many people to stay away at this time. If you follow me this way, you can see many of the vehicles that were in this parking lot were actually in the middle of that floodwater. Take a look at this Tesla here. You can see some of the damage to this vehicle, and even on the inside you can see some of the dirt covering these seats here as well. Water rescues happened within this area, and most were in places where floodwaters entered or threatened to enter apartments and condos. In Chapel Hill, more than 50 water rescues happened and 60 people were displaced. No injuries, thankfully, were reported. In Orange County as a whole, we have 59 people seeking shelter and 72 water rescues. I talked to one of the business owners out here, and he tells me it's tough. He's never had to deal with anything like this before. Have you been through this with any of your businesses before?
No, this is the first. Yeah, so I've never experienced this type of loss.
Again, as I mentioned, many of these vehicles out here have been abandoned as people were trying to escape those floodwaters. Officials now tell me that if you are having trouble finding your abandoned vehicle, that you should call Chapel Hill Police, and they will be able to assist you because many vehicles actually had to be towed away for safety reasons. Of course, we're going to stay on top of this. Orange County, they are having a news conference in about 30 minutes or so. We'll keep you updated on what we find out. Destiny Patterson, WRAL News, live in Chapel Hill.
In Chatham County, meantime, a search is underway for 2 missing boaters on Jordan Lake. Sky 5 flew over the scene where crews are still actively looking. Officials there, according to them, the 2 were last seen launching a canoe from the Martha's Chapel Road canoe access point last night around 5 o'clock. WRAL's Sean Gallagher joins us live, and it's been a busy time for first responders in Chatham County. Sean.
Yeah, Jeff, we just learned within the last half hour or so an 83-year-old woman was found dead in her vehicle just about 3.5–4 miles away from where we're standing right now after that vehicle was swept away in those floodwaters. But you can see it's still very active here at Jordan Lake right here behind me. We earlier saw crews with the fire department dive team suiting up to get into the water, and they continue this search and rescue operation. As you can see, there are dogs here, boats that are going out in the water as they continue looking for those 2 boaters who went missing yesterday. Now, there are about a half dozen agencies that are partaking here, and the Chatham County Sheriff's Office says they're holding out hope they can still find these people alive. With how high the water is, they say it could be possible they found safety on the shores somewhere. Now, the Chatham County Sheriff's Office says 2 people who were here fishing launched around 5 o'clock Sunday evening, and deputies tell WRAL they have an area they are focusing their search on. But as calm and serene as Jordan Lake looks right now, the Sheriff's Office is urging people to stay off because of how violent it can get.
You get whitecaps on Jordan Lake, and that water can get very choppy. It looks calm now, but it's treacherous. There's debris in this water. You can't see it until you hit it, and it knocks your boat over. If you're in a kayak, it can damage a motorboat, and so we just ask you to stay out of it right now.
Now, first responders also brought a dog out here that they tell me can pick up any scents that could help in locating those missing boaters. Now, there are family members that are here as a part of this search to wait for any information as it comes, but they've asked us to provide them privacy so that they can hold out hope that their loved ones will be found safe. At Jordan Lake, Sean Gallagher, WRAL News.
And happening now here in the WRAL Live Center, we are getting incredible images here at Hyco Lake in Person County. We know that the torrential rain caused a lot of flooding in that area, so much so that we're literally seeing, taking a look at the Sky 5 video, extensive damage. Not only that, but we're also seeing extensive flood damage throughout the lake, boats and debris floating everywhere, boat docks literally washing away. We've even seen some jet skis get crashing into bridges because that's how high the water is. This morning I spoke with Tim Oates. He lives in the area. He's giving us a firsthand look and experience of what he's dealing with there. Take a listen.
We got a text from my neighbor at 2 o'clock. It didn't wake us up when he realized that the boats were getting trapped. And we woke up at 4 o'clock, saw the text, ran down, and already our boathouse was underwater completely. Wow. So I couldn't get my boats out. I assumed they're crushed underneath.
And he tells me that he has lived in this area for more than 24 years. He has never seen anything like this. We're also getting new information from the National Weather Service. They're saying that Hyco Lake just crested a short while ago at 16.5 feet. And now there is concern because we do have more rain in the forecast this week.
Laura, thanks for that. Show us what's happening in your neighborhood. When it's safe, go out and take a picture or video and send it to us. Look for the Report It link on WRAL.com or the WRAL News app.
If you live in the town of Hillsborough, you're asked to boil water until further notice. Any water used for drinking, cooking, or washing your hands should be boiled. You're also asked to conserve water when you can. In Lee County, cleanup efforts are underway after a likely tornado touched down. Sanford officials reported seeing damage at the Raleigh Executive Jetport in Sanford. Surveyors are out now working to determine how severe the tornado was.
Track severe weather with the newly redesigned WRAL Weather app. It's free to download and use. And remember to turn on those push notifications so you can get the latest weather updates sent right to your phone. Help you out in these situations.
We recently put together an entire special on severe weather in North Carolina.
We have warmer temperatures. We have warmer oceans. Warmer temperatures, there's going to be more water vapor in the air molecules. And when you have that, you have more flood events. You have tropical systems lasting longer on land. They have more moisture to work with, so they're staying on land a lot longer.
Has been hit hard.
Talked about tropical systems like Chantal, why hurricanes are lasting longer over land and how these storms will affect your bottom line, even if your home never gets hit. If you missed it, you can find that story on the WRAL YouTube page right now. Just search Piece of the Puzzle.